Okay. Yeah, I've hidden my monitor. Whoops. There we go. I've hidden my computer monitor behind a t-shirt so that I don't get glare and so that I actually look at the camera, which is good. Okay, okay, sound should be on. Never done this before. This is totally new. Never vlogged. Okay. Okay, I'm going on a road trip today to my mom with my sister. And it's funny because every time I drive, I turn into Martin Creef. Except at night. And then I turn into Arthur Shappy. Neither of which is particularly good for driving in high-stress situations, like not really knowing where you're going because you've never had to drive there before. Dad told me to get some maps with some GPS coordinates, and he said then he said file a flight plan, and I almost went, yes, Carolyn, I know. But I didn't, because he would have no idea what I'm talking about, because he has not yet heard any of Cabin Pressure, and he refuses to give it a go, which not sure what else to say now. The other night I watched Third Star, which I was told would make me cry, and it did not. And my t-shirt that I've hung over the monitor is very distracting because it is my Sherlock shirt. And he is watching me. Anyway. Third Star. I thought, considering the subject matter, that it would give me the same trouble as Alone on the Water did. It didn't. Yes, I can understand how people would cry, but I didn't. I came close, though, during the opening and closing monologues. Soliloquies? Monologues? One of those. And the bit near the end where he was having his fit in the tent, and when he drifted out of frame. I'm trying not to be too spoilery. But yeah. But nope. No tears. None at all. Except now listening to the song Firework by Katy Perry is a bit awkward because now there's an association there. Yes. I don't really like it. I mean, I can see that it's a good movie. You know, I just didn't like the language, which, you know, for the most part made sense considering the situation, but not always. It just wasn't my thing. It really wasn't. A bit like The Notebook, in that I can see how people would call it sad. I can see how people would cry. I can see that it was a well-made movie with, you know, subject matter that I don't know where I'm going with that. That would, you know, make people talk and feel. I just didn't like it. Glad I saw it, though, because now I'll know what people are blithering on about and crying about, and I won't be. There's a reason I chose Consulting Detective in the John Locke Party. Actually, there are a long, long list of reasons. Go figure. It also occurred to me that now I have seen just as many movies where Cumberbatch's character has died as things I haven't. I'm not counting Cabin Pressure because that's a heard, not a scene. But yeah. Yeah, so he died in Third Star and Amazing Grace, and he lived in Sherlock and Creation, unless I'm misremembering Creation, which I hope I'm not. But yeah, those are the only things I've actually seen him in so far. plan on watching To the Ends of the Earth at some point. And I really, really want to go see Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. But yeah, we'll see about that. So, yesterday and this past weekend on the Sherlock Holmes front, I have read up to the end of The Illustrious Client. And about his last bow, you don't fool me, Mr. Holmes. I've yet to be fooled for more than about 2 minutes by any of your disguises, be it Rathbone, Brett, or in the book. Yeah, the physical description came in of whatever that particular disguise's name was, and I went, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. You don't fool me. No, you don't. Yeah, by the way, like my new glasses. That's probably giving you lots and lots of glare, but whatever. Okay, something else. Aside from, I don't know what I'm doing, really. Recording a vlog. Oh, since I'll be at Mom's for Thanksgiving, I'm going to bring the following DVDs. Not sure if you can see that. It's Sherlock, because she's only seen A Study in Pink, and I want to be there with her when she watches the final game. And then every year we have this tradition where we bring some movies and then watch them, and they're usually chick flicks, and I'm often bored out of my mind. Like when because it's by popular vote, and okay, I was fine when we watched Legally Blonde, because I like that movie. That's like the only mega huge chick flick I like. I was meh when we watched Legally Blonde 2. When we watched He's Just Not That Into You, I was constantly wondering when the interesting stuff was going to happen. And then we got to the credits, and I was still waiting for the interesting stuff that's going to happen. So I'm bringing a couple of contributions. Hold on. It's stuck. Why is it stuck? Let go, Scott Pilgrim. Ew. Okay. I'm bringing... because of the Cumberbatchery, and he's not the only eye candy, but I don't watch it for the eye candy. Let me make that clear. I watch it for the story, and Cumberbatch in knee breeches. Not the point! Yeah, I like knee breeches on guys. I really do. And boom! Because it's fun. Not sure if you can see that, but I think you probably can. Yeah, going by the lighting, you probably can. So yes, these are going to be my contributions to the Let's Watch a Movie, so that maybe I won't be tormented with chick flicks. They bore me. I said that, but they do. Really, really do. Hey, may as well stick that here. Actually, I'll bring Scott Pilgrim vs. the World as well, because I heart that movie, and even though Mom's seen it, I'm not sure about the rest of the family. The trouble is, it's probably going to be me, my sister, my mom, her cousin, and her cousin's grandmother. Or, no, mother, sorry, wrong generation. Don't tell her I said that. I mean, not sure how you would, unless your mom, or Jenna, or Courtney, even, who might be there as well. I have no idea who's coming and who's not coming, but I think Courtney's coming because she said something about green bean casserole as a request, which we'd better have because I love green bean casserole, and it did not get a single bite last year between Christmas and Thanksgiving and anything else we had, which made me sad because I love it. Crunch, crunch, nom nom. Yes, so Jenna will be driving most of the way, and it's going to be rainy and miserable. I say most of the way, I mean most, if not all. I've yet to drive in the rain. So... no, I can see it in my head now. I will turn into Panicky Martin. I will. I really will. It's funny that my two favorite Cumberbatch characters are such polar opposites. It is Sherlock and Martin. Oh boy. And I was happy on my RP form when Irene figured out my code, which is a tremendously obvious code, and it makes me wonder how it took so long for anyone to figure it out. I mean, yes, Billy, aka John, figured it out straight away when he saw it, what it was. He just couldn't be bothered to decode it, which is what my sister did. Yes, it made me happy. And then she replied with some typos. But that's not the point. I mean, it is the point, because I, as Sherlock, took the opportunity to say, "Ooh, Miss Adler's so close, and yet you made a few typographical errors." Because I like being Sherlock. Okay, Sherlockian Secret Santas. Got my gift, and I'm following you. So, yes, hopefully it will be to your liking. I can say no more. Except that I wrote it all in one sitting, and somehow I was completely inspired to write about a subject that is completely not in my head-able. Okay, and I snuck a bit of my own ship in there as well. Woohoo, Moriarty! But only if Molly's either evil or drugged with various chemicals to make her fall in love with him, and it's not technically in love with him, but I could so see Moriarty doing it, because I was doing research for Sherlock RP on the physical symptoms of love, if one can call love a disease, which... Anyway, not the point. And I came across this chemical, which is... Well, I didn't literally come across it. I came across an article on it, which is in high quantities in both the brains of people who are madly in love and people who are schizophrenic. So then I thought, oh my gosh, what if Moriarty somehow dosed someone, Molly, with it, you know, to make her feel love for him, and regardless of any mental health consequences for her. And then I went, oh no, I'm scaring myself again. First with the fanfic plot of killing the victim, dismembering them, dissolving them in lye. No. Killing them, dismembering them, freezing them with liquid nitrogen, shattering them, dissolving the fleshy bits in lye, and sending the entire skeleton in bits and pieces all over the world. Sorry, I am so tired. I got 5 hours of sleep. But yes, aside from that, I come up with some very, very inventive ways of story murder, which I would never actually do. Be clear on that. It just amuses me to think of them sometimes. But I'm not helping my case, am I? Probably not. Hey? Oh. Yeah. Something else. Oh, I showed Dad the Jeremy Brett version of Scandal in Bohemia last night, which was his first introduction to Irene Adler, or Irena, as they say, on that particular one. So now he knows who that is, and will be partially prepared for A Scandal in Belgravia, which always makes me want turkey and mashed potatoes. Associations in the brain. What did I dream last night? My first dream, I don't entirely remember, but I remember I was somehow both myself and the 11th Doctor simultaneously. And it was both third person and first person at once, because that's how I dream. So I have absolutely no idea how that's even possible for me to be two people at once, both inside and outside of myself, and watching the whole situation. Apparently it is. And then my second dream, this is the one where things got a bit weird. I dreamed that I was on Voyager from Star Trek Voyager, because I'm a Trekkie like that. And there were these aliens who were all raw, and we had to duel on the bridge, and there was these kind of like maces. Sorry. Kind of like maces with spikes, except they were from the guy's hand and bright purple. So I somehow managed to get myself into a duel with the leader, and Chakotay was standing there like, "What are you doing?" And then somehow then we were out in space, and there's this weird sort of spherical, shiny, orby thing, and then Dot from Reboot was out there with me, so we were like, oh no, it's the interface to the broadband or whatever, and then we were like, Andrea, we need that link, we need it now, because the wave is about to hit us, and then it did, and we all went, ugh, and then the wave contracted again, because the counter wave was coming, and then she just, poof, Andrea, and we're like, hi, you made it, yay, and then somehow we were driving down the road. I'm not sure who we means, because it was me and some people who don't actually exist, because I frequently dream of people who don't actually, to my knowledge, exist. And this guy in a Yoda suit was going and trying to hitch a ride, and then this big kind of gangster car pulled up right next to him and picked him up. We're all, okay. And then J.K. Rowling was there too. And we were exploring some house that had been in some movie about Abraham Lincoln, but only in wide shot and from above, and we were trying to figure out where it was. Sorry again, it couldn't. So yeah, that was my dream. Yeah, about as exciting as usual. Yeah. And I think that's probably going to be it for now, because I have no idea how long I've been recording for, because I didn't set a timer or anything this time. Yes. Ooh, 17 minutes. Well then, I guess I can go for the final 2, since it's 17:47. Oh, I just realized my frame rate, you may not be able to see my hands, but oh no, I'm turning into the master. Sorry. Random reference. This is what happens when I get tired. The head. It stops making sense. Okay. It still makes sense, but in a limited fashion. Yeah. So, toodaloo, I guess.